Hi guys, I hope you're having an amazing day. My name is Tori and welcome to Tori's Room. Please subscribe and welcome back to my subscribers. Today we're here to talk about confidence. I'm jumping straight to the point because I want you guys to hear me. Like, listen to what I have to say. I'm going to try and keep this really short and sweet so I don't lose you guys. But basically, this is how to be confident. I'm going to start with disclaimers. Number one, I'm not the most confident person ever. But is anyone really? Is anyone really? But I just feel like I've come a long way compared to how I was. Like I'm not the most confident, but I'm somewhere compared to where I was, especially like when I was younger. I used to be very scared. Not even when I was younger, from last year. I feel like where I was last year, like exactly right now. Today is March 20 something, and the way I was last year at the same time, I can't even compare those two people. Like they're so different, and I feel like part of the change was intentional and some of it was unintentional. So I'm going to tell you like what I did and how I was able to get some confidence basically. Another thing, I'm not in no way to perform like a coach or whatever. This is just me, a normal person, navigating life, telling you what I'm doing, like it's not professional or anything. So that's another disclaimer. And the last disclaimer is that's all. So let's start. First thing to being confident is, how do you define confidence? And I feel like most people, when they hear the word confidence, especially when you're like, shy and introverted, like last year, if I had the word confident, I'm just like, I don't see how I can be that, because I used to perceive confidence as, being loud and being, out there and being outstanding, like standing out basically. And I don't like standing out. I want to be blended in. In fact, I don't want to be seen. And I want to still be confident. I used to feel like confidence is this big thing that it's just for you guys, for like extroverts and celebrities and senior people. Like it never felt like something that could be me. And that's the beginning of the problem, because even when you have people being like, when most people get complimented like, wow, you're so confident, it's usually like those people who are like very outspoken, very like it's very, I know you know what I mean. So I just like, what, I feel like I'm okay the way I am, Nico, I don't need to be all of that. But I feel like confidence is just not being afraid or doing something afraid. Like you're afraid, but you're still doing it regardless. That's confidence to me. And you see, confidence can be different for everyone. As long as you're not, you're doing something, as long as you're doing something, that's confidence. Like the difference, the way most of us see it, if someone goes up to talk in front of people, that's a confident person. But whether they're afraid or not, we don't even consider that. So they could be afraid. And to me, as long as they're up there doing something, that's confidence. So to me, it's doing it afraid, or just not being scared, basically. So that's the first thing, confident, like understanding what confidence is to you. Number two is understanding like the benefit of confidence. It's just like, but I'm okay with my life the way it is. Like I'm okay being that quiet person in the room. Like I don't need to be all like confident. It's doesn't my life is already good. Now, the benefits of confidence doesn't mean like you going out there. Confidence allows you to do things. You see, not being confident cripples you. It puts you in the same place. It doesn't allow you to even grow or move forward. It keeps you there. It keeps you from opportunities. It keeps you from good things. So that's what even maybe started being like, okay, how can I change this? What can I do about this? And because I didn't want to be in the same place. I've given this story many times, and I'll just say it here again, because just to show you like the pivotal change. I went to this concert. I met a friend of a friend of a friend. got into the celebrity VIP. You know, in a concert there is regular VIP, and the celebrity VIP. I was in the celebrity VIP, and I stood in one corner frozen the whole time because first of all, imposter syndrome, all these things, and it just felt like I am an actual imposter. You know, like I have nothing. I have no reason to be here. But look, if you take me to the same place right now, sometimes I usually think that maybe it was a sign from God telling me, like, you see what you could be missing out on. Because I was in that day, like I remember like standing there in that room, my palms sweaty, I was about to pass out. And I remember thinking like I need to change, like I swear by this, the next year by this time, like I should feel worthy to be in this room, you know. So that's where I just started subconsciously. I didn't even realize it wasn't, like, you know, it was subconsciously in my brain, like you have to change, you know. Those are the two things. Once you understand that, it's the same way like the way people want to change, even go to therapy. You have to identify, like, yes, I have a problem, or yes, I'm not like confident enough and I want to be more confident. It all starts from admitting something, like everything starts there. So next thing, mindset. Everything starts in the mind. Like it don't matter. If I want right now to go lift a car with my bare hands, it will all start here. Like anything that manifests physically starts in the mind, and you have the power. The human brain is so powerful. You have the power over your own life. If you want to be a confident person, then become one. It says it's like on the I was watching this video some time back of someone who was like, I see many people struggling to quit sugar, you know, taking sugar, especially in the morning, you know, like Africans, specifically Kenyans, the amount of tea we take and the amount of sugar that we take with that. So people quitting that is really hard. But then she was just like, I don't know if it was sarcastic or not, but she was like, if you don't want to take sugar, then live like someone who doesn't take sugar. So if you want to be a confident person, live like someone who's confident. Live like someone, you know, like just that switch that switch in your brain. Like, I know this makes no sense, but it does. That switched for me on that day, but then like it should switch for you. Like it should be subconscious, but you need to like make a mental note, like from today onwards, I'm going to be confident. Now, there are ways to reinforce this mindset, you know, like, of course, okay, I've thought about it today. What about tomorrow and tomorrow and tomorrow? Two things. Start small. Like, I remember another thing that used to really exhaust me. It was doing group work with people in, you know, uni. Either they don't want to present, either they don't want to do this. I used to go to that group. Okay, so what are we doing? This is the work. I'm dividing it like this. We're going to present like this. I'm going to do, like, start small wherever you can. Like, whatever you're scared to do, start doing it in the smallest ways that you can. For example, I was scared of really starting a TikTok account this year. Like, I remember it was even in my other video, 3 a.m. thoughts, I watched it back and I'm just like, I've come so far since a month ago. Like, it's crazy. But like, I was really scared starting a TikTok account. But then I was just like, okay, because I'm scared, I'm going to start small. I'm going to start like making notes or taking note of content I would like to make, you know, like looking at video ideas, writing them down, you know, like basically preparing myself. So the day I catch that confidence, I have some things, you know, starting small the way you can. I'm not going to like give you, you know, specific things to do, because we all have different goals. We all have different things you want to achieve. But that small thing, the baby steps, even if you don't make a step today, just make sure you don't take a step backwards. Number 2, positive self-talk and self-thought. Things like self-doubt, imposter syndrome, you know, self-sabotage. Pocket them, wrap them like this, and throw them outside. Recognize when you're doing this. That day I was standing in that room. I'm telling you, I'm going to keep on referring to this as it was like a big turning point for me. I could recognize I felt like I was going through imposter syndrome. I was literally an imposter, but it didn't have to be that way. There's a way I felt like I could have unajichachisha. imposter syndrome, self-doubt. Like, why, instead of saying why can't I can't do this, say why can't I do this? Like, slay. Sorry. In the self-sabotage. When good things come your way, take it and say thank you and go with it. Start asking, but I didn't struggle for this. I don't know. Thanks for the gift, but I don't. Take the fun. Take the fun. Stop self-doubt, self-sabotage, and imposter syndrome. And I know this is like, ridiculous. It's like someone telling you, don't worry. Well, I should have thought about that.
I need to calm down. Everything's fine.
Amanda.
I'm an adult.
Sorry, I'm really talking fast. Let me take a moment to slow down.
A few moments later.
So, as I was saying, the one way to stop is recognizing when you feel these emotions. When you walk in a room full of like successful people, you tend to feel a sense of like, I don't belong here. Grab that. How I counter that nowadays is that knowing that I always have something to offer. Like I always say, like I said in my last video, you always have something to offer. It doesn't matter. Like you belong there. Another thing that also helps me counter that is that I'm not here by accident. Like I'm a Christian, so I believe like anywhere I am at any moment, that's where God has ordained me to be. So if I enter a room full of like celebrities or really rich people or senior guys in like their industries, I'm just like, okay, God wanted me here. It's the reason why I'm here. So those are the ways I counter like imposter syndrome. When it comes to self-doubt, I really believe that I really love Barbie. This is leading somewhere. So I really love Barbie, and there's this song that it's a song, but part of the lyrics is, if you can dream it, you can do it.
If I can dream it, then I can do it. I've got my girls with me. There's nothing to it. Me and my girls.
There's no way your brain can conjure up something like a dream or something you really want and you can't achieve it. There's no way. Your dreams are valid. You can do it. Stop putting yourself down. There's nothing you can't do. The only thing that's stopping you is literally your brain. Look, okay, there are other factors, like your environment, finances, and all of that. But if you can dream it, you can do it. Like, just gas yourself up so much, not to be like a narcissist or something, but just believe like, you know what, I can do whatever, I can tackle whatever, and I can achieve whatever, because this is me. Things like talking yourself down, like people who negative self-talk, like, I can't, those words will never leave your mouth. I can't, or I'm ugly, or I'm this, I'm that, I can't. You know what? It's okay to have those emotions, because we can't control our feelings. If something happens, we tend to feel some way, but never say it. Even if the thought comes, cancel it. It's like when people usually have bad thoughts about, like their families, just like, I don't want to think about that. So you know how to do it. Now do it. Yeah. I hope I'm talking at a good enough pace. It was a bit fast when we started, but we progress. Yeah. Next thing. Yeah. Necessity. Like I said, you need confidence. Whether you like it or not, you need confidence. You need confidence because we need to grow. We need to even need money. When you want to work, when you want to get money, you've seen those people in job where you don't even know what their role is. You've never even seen them work. They're always walking around talking to people, but somehow they're always there and they're always in the job and they're always, in fact, even getting promoted. It's just like, it's confidence. If you can talk up yourself. The people who, like, they tell you, like, I was talking to this guy and I got the job. Bruh, how even? Like, confidence can open doors for you. to get you what you need. You know, like it can feel like I don't need confidence, but do you need money? You need money. Do you need food? Do you need shelter? Like confidence can get you your needs. So in a way, confidence is necessary. I'm reading from a book because I wrote these notes. Now we fixed our mindset and we're just like, cool, like, okay, I'm now gassed up. I don't have imposter syndrome. Okay, I can manage my imposter syndrome. I can manage my self-doubt. You know, like I feel one way to undoubtedly be confident is looking good. When you look good, you feel good, you are good. You are confident. Like when you go for like an event and you look good, like you're really, you know, your confidence is boosted. Like when you walk into somewhere like a bank and you're like really, you're just like old money and you just like, even if you have 15 shillings in your account, nobody's gonna question that. Just go there and only you and the service guy know you have 15 bob. Confidence and looking good can really boost your confidence, you know. So try an effort to at least like groom yourself well, you know, look good, make sure you don't look bad, you know. Like this, you've seen this meme or like of like my friends or my coworkers seeing me in my home outfit at the local supermarket. You know how people go to the shop with like pajamas, 2 different Crocs, a dera and a hoodie. Like it's just like, okay, you're not supposed to see me like this. Your confidence is, you know, like there's a question mark there. So when you look good, you feel good. So make an effort to make yourself look good, or at least look good enough to feel good. Recognize moments of low confidence and ask yourself like why. I know you're told not to overanalyze our life and all of that, but if you feel like if you want to make progress or if you want to grow in anything, you need to track. Even when it comes to money, you need to track your expenses if you want to become rich. It's literally mathematics. Yeah. When you're doing something and you feel like you're really scared or you don't have enough confidence for this, ask yourself why. Is it imposter syndrome? Am I scared of these people? Like, am I scared of failing? Am I scared of not being the best? Am I scared of my competition? Am I scared of what is the reason? And most of the time you'll find your reasons are consistent. You'll find like I'm not doing this because I'm scared of failing. Okay, cool. I'm also not doing this because I'm scared of failing. Okay, cool. I'm also not doing that because I'm scared of failing. It's just like, okay, now we need to tackle your fear of failure. You know, like we tackle it from the root. Because sometimes confidence is not the issue. It's usually a deeper thing. Like low confidence is a symptom, so it's usually a deeper thing. And even if you can go for professional help like therapy, it could help lead you towards your to heal exactly what the root cause is, you know. So when you're feeling scared, as you're crying or you're doing whatever, ask yourself like, what's the problem? You know, like I remember in uni, there's some days that I used to make presentations in class and it's just like, you know, I'm like, I got this in the bag. I give the best presentation, and then some days I'm like, my voice is even shaking. I'm like, sister, what's the difference? So I used to have different, you know, fears. So I was able to tackle that. Being scared is normal. It's okay. But at the same time, there's absolutely nothing to be scared of. Like, you're in a room talking to people. What is the worst they could do? Laugh. Like, and if they laugh, then that says more about them than you. Like, if I'm ever somewhere and there's a speaker talking and they say something, or they say something embarrassing happens, or they, you know, say a wrong word and someone laughs, I'm just like, you need to go back to class 2. You know, like whatever you think people are gonna do says more about them than about that moment, you know. And what's the worst? Like, they can't kill you. And if they do, like, that's a different case. I don't think it's about confidence. That's a psychopath. But like that, they can't do anything. Like there's nothing they can do. And if you're scared of them like physically doing something from you, that's not even about confidence. That's about like a police issue that you need to go to police. Yeah. So there's nothing anyone can do to you. Like then yeah, you just need to be like, okay, cool. You know. Anyway, next. I said like we are dealing with human beings. Everything that you're scared of most of the fears come from like other perception from other human beings. I listened to this lecture, I don't know, online or what was it? I like giving incredible sources. It was a TED talk about, I think it was conquering our fears. And basically since evolution, right now, one of the biggest fears of humans is fear of perception from other humans. Like we are more scared of being perceived by another person than going to war. And that's why public speaking is the biggest fear. Like people would rather sign up for war than speak in front of people. Now, if you can find a way to cancel that fear, I feel like you've won in life. You have, in a way that's not narcissistic. Because again, there's a difference between having confidence and being a narcissistic psychopath or sociopath or whatever. Like those guys. But having confidence doesn't mean like you go now abusing people or now you're above everyone else. It just means that I know myself, I know my worth, I know not to be scared to present myself in front of people. I know, when to talk, when to be quiet. Like just being self-aware in a way that you're not scared to present yourself to the world. Yeah. Like I was saying, we're human beings. All of us are going through something. All of us. So I'm usually not scared to be perceived by people that much anymore. Because it's just like, whatever you think, whatever I'm scared of you perceiving of me, you're also scared of me perceiving something of you. How do you know I'm not seeing it? Like, it's a two-way street. And you meet someone new and you're just like, oh my God, especially like someone who like is now like plus size or grew up plus size. And just like, okay, most definitely the first thing you've seen about me is that. So you're most likely perceiving that of me, but you don't know what I'm perceiving.
My lord.
You don't know what I'm perceiving of you. You don't know what I've seen. So we could go back and forth the tension, or you could move on. Like it's a two-way street. It's a two-way street. So once you realize that, I feel like you've unlocked something new. I know this video is all over the place, but basically it all starts from the mind. If you're just like, okay, umeongea sana, what do I do now? What can I do now? What you can do now is literally start from the mindset, like what I said from past. What is confidence to you? Do you talk to yourself well? Like I usually hear this video from So This Is Love, the podcast, of how abusive partners, lower the confidence of their partners by being abusive and, like telling them like you're not even beautiful, you're not even that smart, you're not. So eventually when they leave the relationship, their self-esteem is so bruised. They're just like, I can't even hold a conversation. I can't even present myself in front of people because he or she already made me feel like I'm not good enough. But some of us do that to ourselves. We don't even need help. We do that to ourselves. Like you bruise yourself so much, or you hurt yourself so much, you don't feel like you're worthy enough to stand in front of other people. So instead of, I'm never going to tell you to do like positive affirmations, because sometimes it's just like you don't even feel worthy enough of that compliment. You don't say, and then I know they usually say like, say it, eventually start believing. But I feel like something easier is to start by not saying the negative things. Sometimes you may not believe the good words, but if you don't hear the bad words, catch yourself. Physically don't say it. Sometimes like when I used to like when people like make a mistake and just like, oh my God, you're so dumb, why did you do this? Wait, by the way, don't stay there. Don't, like, physically, never say anything bad about yourself. Never say never physically pronounce anything bad about yourself. Now, once you've at least tried that, try and not think bad things about yourself. Like I said, it's different from having emotions. Sometimes you could just be mad at yourself, but don't allow it to manifest too much. Like, change that, like, start watching, like, do something, like, literally distract yourself, you know. That's where you should start. And I hope that we become more confident people, you know. Like, another thing, like I said, until a point for look good, feel good, train yourself to handle conversations, or rather learn how to do small talk. I know most people are going to be like, oh, I hate small talk, but when you meet someone for the first time, you're not gonna ask them like, so what do you think about deforestation, you know, like, so how was your childhood like? No one is gonna tell you that, I promise you. As much as people will be like, I hate small talk, like, I like having deep conversations. Small talk is like, I'm meeting for the first time, what do you want me to do? So, you know, teach yourself, prepare for like an interaction. You know how you prepare for exams? And tell me, motivate exam, or it's KCPE or KCSE, you know, like, you feel like, well, just like this one, I just know, like, you just know already before you even see for the exam. I just know I'm gonna pass this. Same concept. Prepare yourself. If you know you're about to give a presentation, make sure you understand everything. I remembered the difference between the presentations where I used to feel super confident and that's where my voice even used to shake, was that I used to be super prepared for these other ones. I used to like know everything, even the notes, even the studies, I used to have read them. Like, even if you tell me, so where did you get this information? So according to a study done by it, I was that detailed, you know. So that's another thing. Make sure you're well prepared, even for any interaction, for any project you're about to do, for any person you're about to meet, whatever. Make sure you prepare beforehand. What are the situations where you feel like your confidence is really low? Make sure you're well prepared for that. If it's in public, let's say in an event where you're told to like network or whatever, or, you know, interact with people, prepare for that. Get some small talk points. Know how to, you know. What I usually do is that I will start by, let's say I start next to someone, I'll be like, look for something to compliment, you know, like, hi, I like your shoes. They'll be like, thank you. This is your first time in this event. They'll be like, yeah. Or like, no, I came for the last one. Oh, how was it? You know, I've given you my, you know, cheat code, but yeah, train yourself to prepare yourself for the situations where you feel like your confidence is really low, and be very, very prepared for it, you know. So I hope this video helps, and go out there and be the most confident person ever. You know, I'm not saying you be the most exaggeratedly loud or out there person, but I want you to be so prepared for any situation. Like I tell you, oh, by the way, we need you to say something because, you know, you're this person's friend, just for a minute, or we need you to pray for, you know, like, you're not like feeling like you're about to die. Like, you could feel scared. I'm not saying feeling confident is not feeling scared. You could feel scared, but at least you're just like, it's not something I can't do. Something that can make me literally faint, you know. Yes. So all the best, my roomies. I hope that you guys will go out there and be the best version of yourself. Like, be the best. Anyway, I'll see you in the next video very soon. You know, here we stay consistent. Please subscribe. You can turn off the notifications if you want to be the first one to find out when I drop a video. But I'll see you in the next video.